today's webinar, as we have people streaming in right now, I have launched a poll. To put out the poll and let me know, is this your first time with us? Okay. Yes, indeed, we have a few persons who have first time with us. So let me tell you more about what we do. We have a daily webinar where Jin will be walking you through his thoughts and ideas for a very specific currency for each day. Monday, Aussie and New Zealand. Tuesday, Euro. Wednesday is the pound. Thursday, yen and gold. And Friday, the Canadian dollar. So today is Friday, so Jin will be talking about the US CAD pair. As he'll be taking us through different time frame, this webinar is very beneficial to both long-term investors and short-term traders. During this session, Jin will be going through what could move prices, possible trade ideas, highlight potential targets and risks. However, disclaimer, any information shared during this session is not intended to be a trade recommendation. It is solely the opinion and views of the speaker. So please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trades. A quick introduction to Jin. Jin is the founder of LCMS Traders and Forex Briefcase. Jin runs LCMS Traders, where he teaches traders about Forex and how to be consistent and profitable. And of course, Forex Briefcase, which is a managed account service where Jin trades at AUM more than 11 million USD on a daily basis. Now, let me run a second poll on how did you get to know this webinar. Okay, so let me issue it. It's going to be, how do you get to know here? Please let us know. No. While you are doing this poll, this is important to us, I would like to take this opportunity to share you more about LCMS Traders Club. Okay, so LCMS Traders Club is a private group on Facebook where we teach, guide, signal, and coach you to be a better and more profitable trader. This is really the place to be, regardless of whether you're new, experienced, part-time, or full-time. If you have joined us from the Telegram channel, you have been enjoying our trade signals absolutely free. Now, a question you might have is that you've been told when to get into the trade, you don't know when or where to exit. Now, in the Traders Club, we not only give you the signals earlier than the Telegram channel, we also tell you the strategy behind the signals and actually guide you on where to exit with specific reasons. Now look at here, we have yesterday we issued out buy Euro New Zealand 1.6997 with a stop loss and all three possible take profit targets. We give the analysis of the Euro New Zealand where we have step one previous news. Euro Spanish unemployment rate was better than forecast. New Zealand trade balance worse than previous and forecast. We give a huge and a good analysis here. And when it comes to the TP1, TP2 take profit targets, we will look at the market and suggest where to exit. And in this case, we suggested to secure your profits, which exit out at TP1. Now, so that really in the long run, you not only earn from the signals, you also learn how to trade better. Now, if you want to learn new strategies, require some coaching, we also have members only live Zoom sessions on Monday and Wednesday evening. On Monday, we run through trade ideas, teach you new strategies, update you on recent market and economic developments. And most importantly, we have Jin, who will be looking through what's going to happen in a week and will be guiding us and on the planning. This is really the opportunity to pick Jin's brain on pretty much any trading related questions that you might have. Now, on Wednesdays, we have been running live trading sessions so that you can trade together with Jin and experience how Jin trades and looking in the market and how he trades as well. Now, lastly, we have a wide range of analysis. We have for club members, we have the weekly currency correlation table, we have a daily watch list, breaking news, a lot of best information. In fact, we have also a lot of trade ideas happening in the LCMS Traders Club. So you should cap it in a way. It's really going to shortcut your way to start trading Forex success. Now, to join the group, what do you need to do? All you need to do is to go into look for traders.lcms.com.sg. Later, we'll put the link up in the chat. And it's really a paid subscription of $199 a year, but it is only $1 a day with all the trade ideas, all the planning preparation, definitely more than worth it as well. Now, if you are facing any uncertainty in your trading or taking any risk on your trades, you need to join the club now to get guidance towards profit and get some coaching to improve your confidence and strategy immediately. Okay, so without further ado, while you are signing up, for those who are not signed up yet, while you sign up, let me now hand over to Jin for his US CAD analysis. Jin.
Right. So US CAD coming up, and also Daniel, you're doing the Bitcoin, yeah? Right. So with that, end of the week, end of the month, last trading day of the month, getting straight into it. Oh wait, before I get straight into it, take a short diversion. How many of you attended the 4-day, some noise on my voice? Well, yeah. 4-day FX Kickstarter concluded yesterday. So if you attended, put it into the chat there. Let us know. Did you enjoy it? Did you like it? Right? Traders Club members, if you didn't, the video is available in Traders Club. You can watch it there again, over and over and over and over again. Fantastic. Great. Good. Great. All right. Cool. So with that said, let's look at the news. ForexTradingAsia.com economic calendar. Use that to know what's coming up in terms of economic news being released. Today, focusing on the US CAD. So the main thing, we spoke about all those US news that is coming up through the week already. The main thing you're going to focus on now is the Canadian GDP month on month. Canadian GDP month on month was 0.4%, expected to be held at 0.4%. I do think that we might see it at 0.4, or we might actually see a little bit of a worse number, maybe 0.2, maybe 0.3. With that GDP number being, possibly a little bit weaker, anticipate some weakness into the Canadian dollar. Okay, anticipate some weakness in the Canadian. We've seen that move already starting up on the US CAD. So not a lot of things to look forward to today in terms of the Canadian news. US news, we have some consumer sentiment. I spoke about that, looking to be held at about 79. So that shows, maybe a bit more of a consistency in terms of consumer sentiment. With that, we might again see a little bit of an upside on the US dollar. And then nothing much else. As we are at the end of the week, what I want to do is also pay a little bit of attention into what could happen next week. So this is how you plan ahead for your week ahead. So 1st of Feb to the 5th of Feb, right? So we're into February, second month now. Looking into this, what do we have here? On Monday, not a lot of news. Well, a lot of news, but not a lot of news that's going to possibly move markets too much. Especially if you're entering a US CAD trade tonight or today, Monday's news is not going to throw you too far off the overall scheme of things. Some manufacturing PMI numbers on the US coming out on Monday night. But what I pay a lot of attention to is on Tuesday. On Tuesday at 11:30 GMT +8 Singapore time, RBA interest rate decision, looking to hold at 0.1%, but pay more attention to the rate statement. Are they going to be a little bit more hawkish or a little bit more dovish in terms of future? Are they looking to increase or to cut rates into the future as they move on from this? It seems like the worst case scenario on COVID. So with that, pay attention to what happens in the rate statement for the Reserve Bank of Australia at 11:30 on Tuesday. Obviously, on Monday, I will be talking about the Aussie and the Kiwi dollar, so I'll guide you through that during the currency call. On Wednesday, we have employment numbers for New Zealand. We have employment numbers for New Zealand at 5:45 a.m. So again, I'll tell you more about that on Monday. Make sure you turn up on Monday as I guide you through that. Another one you pay big attention to, I think we're going to have good trading opportunities here, is where we have the Bank of England on Thursday. Bank of England at 8 p.m. going to be giving their interest rate decision, also at 0.1%, expected to hold it at 0.1%, but we're looking to see whether they're going to signal some possible cuts, right? Doesn't look very good in the UK right now. Are they possibly going to signal some cut in terms of rates? So look out for the voting numbers here. So 8 p.m. on Thursday, look at the pound. I talk about the pound on Wednesday morning. So make sure you tune in on Wednesday to find out more about what could happen in the UK on Thursday evening. And lucky last, first week of the month on Friday, what do we have? We have the non-farm payrolls. So the US non-farm payrolls at 9:30 p.m. GMT plus 8 Singapore time. The US on Friday non-farm payrolls. This is possibly this after what happened last month. This might be quite a good one to trade because it looks like non-farm payrolls might go from that minus where is it minus 95 expected to be 70. Looking at some quite good upside there. Unemployment rates at 6.7%. No, actually it's here. Minus 140K to 85. We're looking at a big turnaround in terms of non-farm payrolls for Jan. So might have some significance or quite a big significance in terms of the US dollar on Friday next week with non-farm payrolls and the Canadian employment numbers coming out as well. So make sure if you know how to trade the non-farm payrolls, the US CAD, Friday we will go into details of that. So you can see that next week it will be quite a intense, a lot of news coming out over the next couple of days. Could move prices quite significantly the way it's perched right now. So if you guys were in the chat saying that it's been quite volatile, if you think it's been volatile for this couple of days, it's going to be even more fun and interesting next week. So looking at the charts here, this is the US CAD. Coming back to the focus on the US CAD. US CAD on H4 time frame now. The last time I spoke about it last week, I said that it was going to go up towards that 127.99 or 128 level. It did that, right? It came all the way up, it hit that level, broke up, came back down. Looks like it's trying to go back up again. With the news that we anticipated today, right? With the news that we anticipated today, with the idea that we might see some Canadian weakness come around, I do think that we might actually see from now to the news later tonight, the US CAD to track upwards towards the 129.00 level or 129.05 level. If it is going to track upwards towards this point, like that, you could be looking for a buying opportunity right now. Make that 40 pips upwards, following that trend, trading within that range of 126.56 and 129 flat. At that 129 flat level, it's going to be very good trading opportunity for that news. You could be looking at pending orders, above 129 flat. You could be looking at 129.25, 40 pip, 30, 40 pip stop loss for that upside. So maybe a 40 pip stop loss for the upside towards 131. Quite a good move upwards. Or if GDP for the US for the CAD comes out quite positive, 0.5, 0.6%, we could see that retrace back down, back into that range towards 126.56. So you could be looking to be anywhere below 128.77. Again, 40 pip, 50 pip stop loss for a 200 pip take profit. Okay, so I'll do a quick reminder again. At this point, we're looking for it to go up towards 1.29 with the news coming out tonight. If it breaks above 129, you could be looking for that move. Okay, I'll be a bit more specific in my lines. Okay, you could be looking for that move. So I'll say 129.30. You got a 40 pip stop loss for 180 pip take profit level. Okay, 40 pip stop loss, 180 pip take profit level. More, almost 1:5 kind of risk to reward ratio. If the news is bad for the Canadian GDP. If the news is good for the Canadian GDP, then you could be looking at that downward move below 128.70. So below 128.70, you could be looking at 60 pip stop loss for a 180 pip take profit, 1:3. Okay, 1:3 risk reward ratio. This is a scenario where you could be looking before the news. Don't do it too early. Don't do it too early because you might get triggered with no out of volatility. But do it just before the news. You have two pending orders there, looking for either that upside or that downside move upon release of the GDP number. I don't think, despite our big take profit levels at about 180 pips away, I don't think it will move that 180 pips. So, have your take profit levels at a maximum, but give yourself that time and opportunity to close anywhere in between those levels, where you can take advantage of a possible spike and then close out that trade. So, a good trade. I'm super happy about this trade idea. I would be looking to take advantage of that. I hope you do as well. And if you want to trade next week, make sure you turn up for all those currency calls. We have a lot of news heading up. We have a lot of interesting trade ideas coming around. As I'm looking at a lot of the prices being at significant high resistance levels or testing those support levels, I think we're going to be looking at some big reactions through the week next week. So with that, Leo, we're not done yet. Thank you for the most welcome for the US CAD input. We're not done yet. Daniel is going to guide you through Bitcoin. And if you want to ask him about any other cryptocurrency, feel free. Ask him about Ethereum, ask him about Twitter, ask him about anything you want. He might not be able to answer you, but at least you get to ask the question. All right. So with that said, Daniel, take it away.
Thanks, Jin. Okay, let's now looking through reviewing on the Bitcoin, and let's see what happens in the Bitcoin. Last week we mentioned that if it breaks really very below 34150 around this support level here, it most likely will be moving across, and it did that really well. So it's been moving across since the whole week last week. Now, very interestingly, right now with this pattern, you can see previously it was a strong move outwards before it goes down. It looks like a flag pattern coming in here, and we will look at that right now today. I think next week will be a very interesting week. With all the stock markets happening in a market, there could be some activity coming back to the cryptocurrencies area, especially for like Bitcoin. Now, if you look at this here, the chart here is really very interesting. It looks as if it's trying to break through the flag towards a continuation movement price. Okay, if it really breaks the resistance level of 34180, or I would say like 34500 around that area, there could be a possible upward movement towards the 40,000 range. Okay, so we go back, but perhaps because with all the stock markets issues coming in, with gold, you may want to consider, if you're taking this trade, to go, maybe it pushes up to the first level, we are 38,000 level. So now, just to get some confluence, I'm looking at the MACD right now, and indeed it tells me that right now the downward trend is weakening. Its downward trend seems to be weakening, and I will waiting. Most likely will not be taking today. If you are taking a trade, I think look for it at next week. We'll see whether today, if it breaks out, or the next few Monday or Tuesday, if it breaks out the resistance zone, and with the I look at it, MACD could be pushing up to a bullish momentum. Then I think that it'll be a good chance to move all the way first level to about 38,000. So that's what I think. This is what's going to happen based on the Bitcoin and what's happening in the market. Okay, great. So with that, I'm going to launch a poll.
With that, you're not done. The masses have asked for Ethereum, so can you just do a quick one about Ethereum, just to put you on the spot?
Okay, Ethereum. Let me try to pull it out. Okay, I've been looking at. Let's see, Ethereum. What's the this one here? Ethereum. Is it this? ETH USD, right? Okay, yeah, here you go. Okay, let's look at the charts. Okay, so now with this chart, this is the Ethereum USD. I'm looking right now, if I draw my lines. I need to draw. Look at the support and resistance lines. We probably have one here, this level here. You know, I'll think somewhere here. I'll put somewhere right now. You know, I'll put one here, maybe around 1,400 range as a round number. Okay, so you can see same as this. It seems to be more interesting because it's really pushing all the way up, better than the Bitcoin. Bitcoin, it went all the way shoot up before it came back down, coming down and sitting across. And Ethereum seems to have been pushing all the way up and sitting across this region between 1065 and 1400. Right. So again, I again look at the MACD. The momentum seems to be pushing down, but I'll be looking at next week. I look at it is that I'll be following the trend. So I will be pushing up. If it breaks and close above 1400, there could be a chance for upward movement. How much higher? I've not seen any. Yeah, I don't see any data going up. So if based on this movement price, I would say maybe, you know, based on this candle here, right? Like this kind of movement candle, the big movement. So maybe now 1,800 level. Okay, let me put a horizontal line. Maybe sorry, give me a minute. Horizontal line. Yeah, here you go. I would say maybe perhaps, you know, looking at it, it could move all the way up to 1,800 level if it really breaks and close above the 1400 level here. So that is my what I see in this technical level here, and this is what I think it is going to be. Really, very nice upward trend have been moving. Look at here, it is really nice trend here going up. So I'm going to foresee that if it breaks up 1400, it will maybe most likely can push all the way to a target of 1800. Okay. Okay, great. That's my views on the Ethereum USD. Okay, so in future I will talk about these two pairs since it's of interest. Okay, right now. So with this I will be launching a poll. What do you think of this webinar today, where we talk about the US CAD, we talk about Bitcoin, and we talk about Ethereum as well. Now, really, I've launched. So let us know what topic these sessions. Put it in, please, everybody. I have so many people of you here. I only see less than half of you polling, updating the poll. Okay, so for those who are new here, a recording of this video will be uploaded in the LCMS Traders YouTube channel. So thank you for joining this session. So tomorrow is Saturday, so there'll be no currency call, but on Monday, we will come at Monday, same time, 11 a.m. Singapore time or GMT +8. We'll be talking about the Aussie and New Zealand pairs. If not, I'll get you soon. Bye.